I didn't think I was a nerd fighter, but apparently I am, and apparently today is the day where we are supposed to decrease world suck. So I'm just gonna jump on the bandwagon and I'm gonna tell you about my cause, and my cause is the WGA strike, which I'm wearing this red shirt. The WGA stands for the Writers Guild of America, and you may have noticed that your favorite shows, such as Heroes or Grey's Anatomy, or, well, those are my favorite shows, but I'm sure your favorite shows too, they're gone. There haven't been many new episodes lately, and there aren't going to be, because the writers of Hollywood are on strike. All of them. Everyone who belongs to the Writers Guild. Because the AMPTP, which stands for the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, but they aren't really producers. Producers in the sense of they make the shows and they actually participate. No, these are the 6 media conglomerates. These are the same people that the HP Alliance is fighting against in the Rocking Out Against Volda Media sense. These are people like Rupert Murdoch. These are the 6 people who own everything. They are refusing to give the writers their due. First of all, the internet. Somehow, they've managed to convince their investors that the internet is vastly profitable and that it's a fantastic thing to do, but meanwhile they're telling their writers that they don't know how the internet works and they don't know if it's going to be profitable or not. Anytime you watch any of your shows on, say, NBC.com, there's money made there because they show advertisements. None of that money is going to the person who wrote the episode that you are watching. The person who actually created those characters, the person who created that really funny dialogue, that really great plot line, they get nothing. It's the same exact thing as when, say, an episode is released into syndication or played as a rerun. That means that the writer is due to have a residual, which is a set lump of money that they get every time that their episode is played, the episode they wrote. My phone is ringing! Awesome. The writers get nothing, not a single cent. That would be like, say, okay, we're all big fans of Harry Potter, so let's use Harry Potter. So Jo Rowling sells Harry Potter. There's a big lump sum of money that she gets from, I don't know, Scholastic? Is that what she gets from? But then she also gets a bit of money for every book sold. This would be as if she sold it for that lump sum of money, but then never got a cent ever again, no matter how successful those books got to be. That's not fair. That's not right. And then there's the issue of DVD sales. Under the current contract that expired between the AMPTP and the WGA, the writers were entitled to something like 0.03% of every DVD sold, which turns out to be about 4 cents, 4 pennies, 1, 2, 3, 4. And they wanted to increase that to something like 0.06%, which is actually something like 8 cents, 8 pennies, 8 pennies. Seems personally rational to me, but the AMPTP doesn't think that that's rational at all. And yeah, so the writers are on strike, and until the AMPTP is going to come to the table with a fair deal, they are going to remain on strike, which means there's going to be a lot more reality television and no scripted shows whatsoever. So this is bad for writers, this is bad for any unionized labor force anywhere. This is bad for the television medium as a whole. This is bad. Bad stuff. So, in order to decrease world suck, I want you all to go to unitedhollywood.com. Unitedhollywood.com should be in a little link over there. And you can donate pencils. It's $1 for every box of pencils you buy, and those pencils are shipped over to the studio, and like huge mounds and mounds and mounds of pencils. Those pencils make a statement. Mounds of pencils showing that we care about the writers, and we aren't going to stand for these injustices. It's like Newsies, only more awesome and less music. Even if you just go to unitedhollywood.com and just read some of the news posts and learn more about what we're fighting for, that's great. So yes, decrease world suck, learn about the WGA strike.